Hello there and welcome. So you've applied for an Australian visa, maybe that Subclass 500 student visa, and you know that waiting game can be absolutely nerve-wracking. We're going to break down what really happens at that final step. Let's demystify that official letter from the Department of Home Affairs so you know exactly what you're looking at.
Right. You've done all the hard work. You've filled out the forms, you've uploaded every single document, you've paid the fees, and now you wait. So what does that final message from the department actually look like? And more importantly, how will it shape your future in Australia?
First things first, don't expect a casual phone call or a quick yes/no email. The decision is always going to come to you as an official written notification. This isn't just a message, it's a legal document. It is the one and only source of truth for your application's outcome. So you really need to be watching your inbox and even your physical mailbox like a hawk. Your journey has basically led you to a fork in the road, and that written decision is going to point you down one of two paths, no in-betweens. It's either going to be visa granted or visa refused. So let's dive into what each of those outcomes really means for you. All right, let's start with the good news, the best case scenario. You open that notification, and there it is. Your visa is granted. It's an amazing feeling for sure, but hold on, your work isn't quite over yet. That grant letter is way more than just a congratulations. You should think of it as your official rulebook for living in Australia. It's absolutely packed with critical details that you have to understand before you even think about booking a flight, because these rules will govern your entire stay. Okay, so in that letter, you're looking for three key things. First, your unique visa grant number. That's your ID. Second, the visa expiry date. That's the day your permission to stay in Australia ends. And third, and this is the big one, your visa conditions. Especially for a student visa, this will lay out the rules on things like keeping your enrollment active, having health insurance, and, super important, the rules around how many hours you're allowed to work. You've got to know these conditions inside and out because breaking them can lead to your visa getting canceled. And this right here, this is a direct instruction from the department, and you should take it very seriously. Keep a copy with you at all times. Put it on your phone, in your email, maybe even a paper copy. You're gonna need it for everything, from enrolling in your university to opening a bank account to proving to an employer that you have the right to work. Seriously, don't leave your accommodation without it. But what happens if the news isn't what you were hoping for? You know, getting a refusal is really tough, but the system is designed to be transparent. So at the very least, you won't be left wondering why. Just like a grant, a refusal is also delivered in a formal, written letter. There's no room for confusion. The decision will be stated very, very clearly. But this letter does a lot more than just say no. It's actually required to tell you two really important things. First, the specific reasons why your application didn't meet the legal requirements. And second, it's going to tell you whether or not you have the right to appeal that decision at a tribunal. That information is your only possible pathway forward if you want to challenge the outcome. And now for the question that's probably on a lot of your minds. It's the big one. You've paid a pretty hefty application fee. If the decision doesn't go your way, do you get any of that money back? The answer could not be clearer. Zero. Not a single dollar. The visa application charge is a fee to process your application. It's not a payment for the visa itself. So if your visa is refused, that money is not refunded. It really highlights just how important it is to get that application right the first time around. Okay, so we've walked through both forks in the road. Let's just quickly recap the absolute most important points that you need to remember from all this. So really, it all boils down to this. If your visa is granted, your letter is your key to starting your new life. It has your grant number, your expiry date, and the conditions you have to live by. If it's refused, the letter gives you the reasons why and tells you if you have any review rights. But for both outcomes, the story is the same for the application fee. It's non-refundable. In the end, everything really comes down to that one official document. It holds all the answers, and it tells you what your next move is. So whether that news is good or bad, the real question is this. Now that you know exactly what to look for in that letter, are you truly prepared for what comes next? Thanks for joining me.